As someone who watches a lot of movies, I often get asked what films I would recommend to someone. And because of that, starting now, every month on the channel, I'm going to recommend you 5 films that you should watch this month. Each month we'll be focusing on several different genres and themes, different qualities of films. Sometimes it'll be films you've never heard of before, sometimes it'll be really popular films that I think deserve a rewatch. The purpose of this series is to honor artists, incite discussion, and start a communal film club where we can all get on here and get on Letterboxd and talk about the movies that we've watched. We've got 5 different films to talk about today, so without further ado, I'm Josh from Just Mash. Let's figure it out. The Criterion Spotlight, The Virgin Suicides. As you can tell from behind me, I am a huge physical media collector, and I will always preach the importance of owning physical media. We should be buying and owning the films, television shows, video games, books, records, all those things that we love, we should buy physical copies of and own forever. The Criterion Collection is dedicated to gathering the greatest films from around the world and publishing them in DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K editions of the highest technical quality, with supplemental features that enhance the appreciation of the art of film. Criterion is an awesome company and an awesome distributor of really incredible films that everyone should be watching. Every month I'm going to pick one film from the Criterion Collection to suggest to you all in hopes that you go out and support Criterion and learn some more about movies. The Virgin Suicides is a 1990 film adapted from the book by Jeffrey Eugenides, directed by Sofia Coppola. This is Sofia Coppola's first film, daughter of legendary director Francis Ford Coppola. Sofia Coppola has proven herself to be one of the greats of contemporary film, with many all-time classics like The Virgin Suicides and Lost in Translation. This film also features a performance from a young Kirsten Dunst and is what launched the working relationship between Sofia Coppola and Kirsten Dunst, which is carried all the way to Marie Antoinette and The Beguiled. This film features incredible performances by Kirsten Dunst, Josh Hartnett, Kathleen Turner, Scott Glenn, AJ Cook, and Danny DeVito. This film is about a guy and his friends looking back on their youth and trying to analyze the lives of 5 sheltered sisters that he grew up across the street from. This film has fall vibes, warm cinematography, an incredible score, and ultimately it's one that'll break your heart. I think Sofia Coppola has always been really good about expressing the wonder of being a child and what it's like to grow up, and also how to deal with love and several emotions that come with that. And in this film, she actually dips her toes into introducing horror vibes into the story as well. This film is a great fall watch in the lead up to October, and one that I love to death. I Saw the TV Glow. I Saw the TV Glow is a 2024 film directed by Jane Schoenbrunn, produced by Emma Stone, and distributed by A24. The film stars Justice Smith and Bridget Lundy Payne. This film is about teens Owen and Maddie as they bond over the young adult television show The Pink Opaque, which follows teenagers Isabel and Tara as they use their psychic connection to fight the villain Mr. Melancholy. As someone who grew up in the late 90s and throughout the 2000s, this film is particularly nostalgic to me for the way that it represents what it was like being a kid in that time. The TV show The Pink Opaque is very reminiscent of shows like Goosebumps and Power Rangers. The cinematography, the set design, the colors used, pretty much everything about this film really evoked what it was like to be a kid in the 90s and the 2000s. From the outfits they were wearing, to the locations they were going, such as arcades and movie theaters, even to being in your friend's basement for a sleepover, sleeping in sleeping bags. This film really features an intense, dramatic cinematography and score, while also introducing some campy elements with the TV show The Pink Opaque. The film is kind of abstract and is not something that you might necessarily pick up on the first watch, but is worth several rewatches and is really fun to analyze and look into. Jane Schoenbrunn is a director that I am personally really excited to see the future works of. Her first film was We're All Going to the World's Fair, which is a very interesting film, and the second one being I Saw the TV Glow. She's someone that I'm particularly excited to see what she does in the future. This film dances between a relationship drama and very cool horror vibes, while also being a throwback to films from the 90s. I saw it in theaters in March of this year, but I think the film really elicits perfect September-October vibes and will be fun to watch this time of year. Persepolis. Persepolis is a 2007 animated film directed by Marjane Satrapi and Vincent Perronneau, based off of Marjane Satrapi's life in war-torn Iran. This film is based off of the graphic novel written by Marjane Satrapi. This film features some great animation and some incredible visuals and is a unique comic book adaptation. Most times when people hear about comic books, they think Captain America and Batman, but a lot of people don't realize that the medium actually lends itself quite well to biopics like this that delve into somebody's personal life. Persepolis is a story of self-expression and how do you exist in a world that doesn't want you there, and ultimately is a story that is bigger than all of us and is one that is important for all of us to experience. Shers. Shers is a 2018 Netflix documentary by filmmaker Sandy Tan. In 1992, Sandy Tan made Singapore's first road film with her friends and an American producer named George. George stole the footage of the film, never to be seen again, but in 2012 the footage resurfaced and Sandy Tan went on a journey to discover what happened. This film kind of touches into the true crime and mystery aspect of documentary making, especially on Netflix, but it's also a personal journey of self-discovery for Sandy Tan to look back and really analyze what happened with her film. This film really explores creative expression and what it truly means to be a creative and the heartbreak that goes along with it, especially when it's completely removed from your hands and stolen out of your life. It was really fascinating to watch Sandy Tan reconcile with what happened to her in her film and go on this journey of self-expression and acceptance for the things that she couldn't control in her own existence. If you're a documentary lover like myself, Shers is one of the best documentaries that Netflix has available and is one that you should go out of your way to watch. Across the Universe. Across the Universe is a 2007 musical film directed by Julie Taymor that is heavily influenced by the Beatles' music. This film stars Jim Sturgis, Joe Anderson, Evan Rachel Wood, Dana Fuchs, TV Carpio, and Martin Luther. Also Bono for some reason. Growing up as a Beatles fan, this film was incredibly important to my development. This film was the epitome of cool for me, with so many characters that I thought were just the coolest people on the planet. This film follows Jude, Maxwell, and Lucy as they traverse through 1960s New York and deal with several political and social issues with the Beatles' music as a healthy backdrop. The film interprets the Beatles' music into characters and to scenery and imagery, with many of the songs written by the Beatles showing up as important plot elements of the film. Some of the music in this film, and this might be blasphemous to say as a Beatles fan, but I actually think is equal to, or maybe even I prefer a little bit to, the Beatles' originals. The visuals are insane in this movie, and the acting is really incredible. Julie Taymor took a concept that could have been really corny and stupid and was able to guide it in a direction where something really unique and artistic was created. Whether you're a musical fan or a Beatles fan or neither of the above, I think that everyone could really enjoy this film and take something away from it. Whether you're someone that watches a film every day or someone that watches a film once a month, I think these are 5 films that would be a lot of fun for everybody to watch and communally discuss. You can leave a comment with your review of each film, which would be really cool, or if you have a Letterboxd profile, and if you don't, you should make one, make a list with your reviews and tag it Just Mash Podcast. I would really like this list to create some fun discussion and for everyone to kind of broaden their horizons into what the films are that they watch. Not all of these films are going to be for everyone, but I hope at least one is for someone. Those are my 5 films that I think you should watch this month. Also, there's a secret theme that connects all 5 films, so let us know in the comments below if you caught it. But until next time, I've been Josh from Just Mash.